Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going over the controversial topic about women and men and going 50-50. I'd like to know your thoughts and don't forget to like and subscribe. Now, let's get into it.
Wow. You know what's funny? I've had females look down upon me for saying certain things, and I'm not trying to big myself up, but this is genuinely how I feel. If we're going on a date and you take me to a nice restaurant, I'm not going to order the lobster and steak.
Right.
I'm just not going to do that. I just think it's inconsiderate.
Yeah.
And then if you take me to a nice restaurant, I personally always offer, because I know you're going to pay if you're the kind, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I'm going to always offer, hey, can I leave the tip?
Yeah,
I always ask
something
that.
About that is so special to me.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of woman that I want to marry. And it's like, just even if I don't want you to do it, just offering it. It's just, it makes a man feel appreciated.
Yeah.
Want to know the real reason he should pay that no one will say? Come a little closer. You have a vagina. You have a vagina. You are the portal to life. Period. No pun intended. The feminine is the prize, always has been. Any healthy masculine man doesn't flinch at providing. They love to provide. It gives them a sense of purpose, direction. It boosts their ego. Any man who asks you to split the bill lacks provider energy. He's in his feminine. Now, let's go to the comments section and see all the unhealed feminine men flood the section to prove my point.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I hate when women post like the breakdown of the bills that they pay and that the man pays. In the instances where women are actually paying some of the bills, people go off on the comments talking about, may that relationship never find me. Oh my God, I could never. I'm a firm believer in doing whatever works for you in your relationship. And I do hate that social media has painted this picture that, you know, men are supposed to be the sole providers and they're supposed to, you know, like that's the only right way to live. Like women are supposed to be stay-at-home moms and that's it. That's the end all. If that works for you, 100% kudos to you and I'm happy for you. No judgment. But that's not everybody's lifestyle. When women talk about spending money on their man or paying some of the bills or doing whatever, all of a sudden those women are scolded. And it's just so bizarre. I earned 6 figures. My man earned 6 figures. I love contributing to my household. I love booking trips for my man, taking him on flights and taking him on vacations just the same way he takes me on. I love taking my man out to dinner, which I'm about to do right now. I love spoiling him and doing things for him because he provides for me and he does so much for me. Again, this is just me. This is not me saying if you're, you know, if your man's the only provider, then you don't love doing those things, because I actually love the movement of stay-at-home moms here trying to earn funds and make money so they can also continue. My only issue are the people that look down upon the women that take pride in contributing to their household or talk about spoiling their man or taking their man to do X, Y, and Z or buying whatever for their man, because that should also be normal.
Just think about how much money we could also save, like just by like, you know, just 2 people in one household bringing it in 50-50 down the middle.
Marcus, you crazy if you think that I'm finna come and stay with you and you gonna have me paying half the bills.
What's crazy about that?
You asking me to come stay with you. You already paying the bills. You can do it, so keep doing it.
I'm saying, but like, all right, so like, what are you doing now? Like, you still stay with your mom, right?
First of all, that ain't none of your business. You're saying that you want me to come stay with you. I don't pay my mama rent. Why would I come to your house and pay you rent? That sounds crazy to me. If you want me to come over there, then you need to provide for me. Don't that make sense?
I'm saying I'm going to provide, but just like half. You know what I mean? Like,
then that's not provision. Like, provide means fully covered. Like,
what? Like, but I'm not really understanding like what's the big problem. Like, if you looking at the big picture, we could really be like on some power couples type stuff.
Okay.
As someone who's never been in a real relationship, I just think if I ever live with a man, I will not be paying rent. This whole 50, I would pay for one bill. Yeah, or like groceries or something, but rent. If I wanted to pay rent, I would live by myself.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Girls in the West have recently started the discussion of splitting the bill and how men are not supposed to split the bill. They have literally just opened up that conversation, while us girls in the Middle East, we get cars, houses, jewelry, property in our name. We get all these things without really having to ask for it. Like, it's just so normal. We're playing a completely different game over here. Like, I cannot begin to explain how cringy I find it every time I scroll on my FYP and I see content about we're not supposed to split the bill, or oh, I don't know who split the bill on a date, and like the whole splitting the bill fucking discussion. Like, it's just so, it's gotten so out of hand, and I genuinely cringe when I watch this kind of content, because it's like, you guys have such a long way to go. I just want to know like how long it will take until you leave that level and go to the next level where you start discussing, okay, women are supposed to get property in their name. Like, I'm really curious to see how that conversation is gonna go, how long it's gonna take to convince people of that. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, we're playing a completely different game, and it's very fascinating to watch.
Why will most women not give a guy a second date if he asks to split the bill on the first date? Well, the answer lies with evolutionary psychology. Mother Nature is only interested in making sure the human race continues. This is why men are wired to look for signs of fertility in women, such as clear skin, shiny hair, and a waist-to-hip ratio of 0.7. Women, on the other hand, are programmed to look for a provider and a protector. This is why when he asks to split the bill, it turns her off, because he's showing signs of someone who is not willing to provide and or protect. So it's not because she's a gold digger, it's all about evolutionary psychology.
I keep seeing these TikToks about splitting the bill. So here's my take on it. Me personally, I'm all for it. If it's two of us and I order $200 worth of food, drinks, whatever, you only order $75, I do not expect you to split that bill evenly, because I picked what I wanted to eat. That's what I wanted to do. And vice versa. Especially is now if you're in a group setting, of course, because you know when you're in a group setting and they know they're splitting the bill, people love to eat. They love to drink. But what I don't like is the people that don't want to split the bill calling the other people broke. Why? If you got it, cover it. You got it. That's like a $200 bill, and mine is $200, yours is $75. But I'm gonna complain because you don't want to split the bill. But if I'm balling, I'll just pay the whole bill. Shut the fuck up, y'all. What? Y'all grown. Why do you care? The bill is getting paid, okay? Go about your business and go do something else.
Tinder date was mad that she had to split the bill. Why are we splitting the bill?
It's our first date, so I thought we should maybe go hot.
I can't believe you made us split the bill.
You ordered an appetizer that I didn't even touch, that I should pay for.
You asked me out.
But you ordered something that I did.
You asked me out.
Alright, I'll just take you home. We both want to be there equally. We should split the bill equally. This is not back in the day where women are the prize anymore. You guys don't understand that.
Okay, you're into fellas. You're a closet queen, and that's perfectly fine. But if you're going to hang out in between the hangers a bit longer, stop deflecting with this nonsense, okay? Because we can see you in there.
Hey everyone, Keisha here. I'm back with my unsolicited 2 cents. Sorry that I'm a bush woman today. It's the life that I chose to live. We're here for it. So anyways, here's what's confusing to me about the situation. 1, this is exactly why I think we should go back to traditional dating, where men approach the woman's father and say, you know what, I'm interested in your daughter, she's interested in me. Do I have your blessing to take her out on a date and get to know her, court her for marriage, blah, 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 whatever your intentions are. And then the father would be like, yeah, you're nice, whatever. I don't know how men talk to each other. I'm not a man, doesn't matter. Point stands. 2, I'm confused why you would ask somebody out on a date and then wait until the very end and be like, by the way, yeah, I think we should split it. Sir, I think that's something you should lead with, because you know what? If you went to someone's father and said, hey, I want to take your daughter out, and you explained what you wanted to do, he'd have been like, nah, bro, I'm sorry. You're not taking my daughter out and having her pay 50-50 on a date. What's wrong with you? And then if you did that, you think that you'd be able to bring back that daughter to the father and say, oh yeah, I made her pay and blah, blah. Bro, you're taking it to the chin. You're not doing that. And then to say that women aren't the prize anymore, You could not have the audacity to do something like that or say something like that if you are accountable to another man. Men are getting away with doing this because there's no men around protecting the daughters or standing for them, because if you're accountable to another man, you're not doing this. My family raised me understanding this. When men see men, they tremble. And as women, we can stand our ground and be like, okay, well, I'm not going out with you again. They should not even be in the position to begin with. Men need to go back to being accountable, and they need to go back to approaching the fathers, and the fathers putting those men in their place.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I am constantly seeing women talk about men asking them to split the check on the first date, and men asking them for a payback after a date for drinks. First of all, I don't understand that, because I have never had to split a bill on a date before in my entire life, so I can't relate. But if a man is asking you to split the bill, you need to split the fuck away from him and probably never talk to him again. And actually, like, that shouldn't even be a thing. You should not be going on dates with men who are expecting you to split the bill with them. A first date, if a man is a gentleman and he's a provider and he wants to take care of women and he has a traditional outlook, men play the man role and I play the woman role. What do I look like footing the bill for a dinner that you wanted to take me to? Absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm not doing 50-50. I don't, because see, my issue with 50-50 is that it's never really 50-50. Right. Correct. When it comes to women, what I've seen is that, yeah, you know, a lot of men might pay the bills, they pay the mortgage, they might pay the car payments, but it's never 50-50 with childcare. Yeah. It's never 50-50 when it comes to cooking and cleaning and the household things that take just as much as time and energy as it does to go into, you know, a building and work.
I mean, that again depends on the relationship, right? Like I've been in a relationship where I pretty much foot the bills, but that's because that person stayed home with the kids. They did all after school activities. They cooked, they cleaned. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, supplying the bills was a lot easier.
I used to be a girl that was completely okay with splitting the bill, going 50-50 on relationships, whether that's a first date, second date, boyfriend, girlfriend kind of thing, until I realized two things that I'm sharing with y'all so that you can learn from my personal mistakes. The first one is I kept on getting broken up with by guys, and I'd realized that my bank account has like $500 to $1,000 less in it because of the relationship. And that is not an exaggeration. That's not even for like super long-term relationships either. And I was just like, I can afford to do this. I just don't want to. There's better uses for like $1,000 of my money than some man that's going to break my heart. Number two, and this is the bigger one, if a guy is not willing to pay for a date with you, there is always going to be someone out there he's willing to pay for a date for. I didn't really realize this until I was having a conversation with my boyfriend at the time, who became my ex-boyfriend 24 hours later because he broke up with me on the phone. And he told me that he had gone on like 3 dates with a girl from Hinge, like shortly before we were dating, which is fine. I love talking about dating stories. I think it's fun. And then he said, yeah, I don't know how much longer I could have gone out with her for because I just couldn't afford to anymore. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I knew he wasn't completely broke. And he was like, yeah, like I had to pay for the dates, and I couldn't have kept on doing that. And I don't really get mad at a lot of things with people anymore, but that just genuinely very upset me, because for every date basically we'd been on, it had been kind of 50-50. For anything that he paid for, I offered to pay for the next time, and he gladly accepted and let me do that. So it just baffled me that he paid for 3 dates with somebody that he even said he didn't really like that much and didn't have much in common with.
I refuse to split the bill on dates.
Oh, and why is that?
Because I'm actually splitting the bill before I even get to the date.
Fascinating. I wonder if the logic that's going to be used here is going to be even remotely different from any of the other videos that are a lot like this that we've seen before.
Let me explain myself.
Please do, because I have a feeling it's going to involve many things that one would do normally on a daily basis anyway, regardless if one is going out on a date or not. So therefore, that makes this video entirely pointless.
I'm spending money to show up. As soon as I have a date scheduled, I book a cycle bar class. Then I get my eyebrows done. I see Kaylin at Bespoke Brows because I am not bringing a unibrow to happy hour.
So what I'm hearing so far is that all of these activities are done specifically and only to impress a man.
Even though I don't think my date cares about what my hands look like, I feel the need to get a manicure.
Yeah, yes, but I'm sure that one felt the need to add it to the bill anyway.
Even if I had my manicure and my brows done earlier in the week, it still takes a whole entire day to prepare for a date. Like planning my outfit, planning my hair wash schedule.
So far, I'm not really seeing the point. A person would normally do that if they're going out with friends, too. But I'm sure that one doesn't charge them for one's time.
Simply showering, doing my hair and makeup, and picking out an outfit could be 2 hours.
And with that, I think it would just be easier to say that one would prefer to charge by the hour.
Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.